Dude, Luke, the printer's still busted, man. What the fuck?
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 113 of the Topless Robot podcast. My name is Ryan.
My name's Big Montana.
I am Big Montana.
I too am Big Montana.
And I'm Average Montana.
So it's been a console release week. Both the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S came out this week. I got both, and thankfully, the only reason that I'm able to swing getting both, and one big credit that I'll give to Microsoft is the Xbox All Access plan. Because then, like, I still haven't paid a penny for my Series X because it's all on credit. So it's the Xbox Series X and 2 years of Game Pass Ultimate, and I'm paying $38 a month.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Pretty good.
How does it feel being one of only 10 people who have the console? I'm fairly certain, according to the internet and my fruitless attempts to get one, it's you and 9 scalpers that bought the entirety of the releases of PlayStation and Xbox.
I lucked out because Aaron texted me, like, he's always following Slick Deals and shit, and he texted me, he's like, hey, here's pre-orders for PS5, and I just happened to click on it, went through, took me direct to the Amazon product page for it, got my my pre-order in, and that was it. As soon as I was done checking out, I went to go back to like add accessories or things like that, because I figured they'd show up in the related, and the product page was down. They had taken the product page down already.
I did my best to get in on that pre-order thing. Started right when they went live, or when we found out they were going live. I definitely was jumping on all of the pages, and every site went down, and it was impossible to get.
Yeah, and this was after me like trying to get it through Best Buy, and Best Buy, their cart system is on a different server cluster than their website. So their website was totally responsive until you went to checkout, and so it would send these requests on the back end. Since I'm a web programmer, I'm like analyzing the network requests and seeing what's happening, and it's spitting back a 500 error every request. So I'm just like refreshing, and finally would get it through, and then the next step, and it would fucking start stalling on the next step, and it was hard going, absolutely hard going. I had given up. And then Aaron sent me that text, and I jumped on the Amazon pre-order.
Even Amazon took down that page completely.
Yep.
I tried to get on. Was it yesterday? No, it was Friday. Friday, Walmart did 5 staggered release for you could order it again.
And Sony was doing the same thing.
Yeah, and I was online for every one of them. I got there at the exact, I literally hit refresh, and it went from not available to I can add it to my cart. And I had the same thing that you had with Best Buy. It was just I'd get it into the cart, then it would error out, and then I'd have to sit there refreshing. And every time,
yep,
it just errored out completely, and I was never able to get one. So
that was,
here I am, PS5-less.
That was actually my experience in trying to order the Nintendo Game & Watch for the Mario 35th, because that came out on Friday. And there were not pre-orders for that. So Best Buy was staggering requests on it. And so I just waited until it let me add it to the cart and tried to check out. And then it was like, no, this isn't available. So fuck you, Best Buy. And what pisses me off is I did all this before checking Amazon. I finally got an order in through Walmart, and they're like, we'll deliver your Game & Watch the first week of December. I'm like, okay, I guess, fine, whatever. And then I go to Amazon. They've got them in stock, and I could have had them today.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yep.
Something to look forward to in December, at least.
Yeah, I suppose. I bought
Early
myself a
Christmas
birthday present.
Yay.
Your hands are full already right now.
Yeah, right. Real quick, first impressions. I got the Series X on Tuesday because it came out on Tuesday and was delivered. I ended up getting my Series X through GameStop. And the packaging is nice. The presentation is like super pretty. Like it feels special when you're opening it. And it's just this box, this weird nondescript monolith. And I set it up, and because it was launch day, they were having problems with Microsoft sign-in servers. So I was worried that I was going to end up with a completely useless piece of hardware on launch day. I didn't get to try out any of the special, login things, like the setup stuff that they put in place to make it easier to set up, because all that shit was down. So I finally got in and started downloading games. I had the Series X hardwired to my internet connection, so it wasn't wireless. And it took as long or longer to download any games as it does on my Xbox One X. Because something that they were really touting was, you're not going to be waiting for games. You're not going to be waiting for games. Motherfucker, I got maybe 2 games running on day 1 and got the rest on day 2. So the games that I was playing was Forza Horizon 4, Watch Dogs Legion, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and that's pretty much it. And none of those are Series X exclusives. They play, pretty much the same on the Xbox One. The dashboard on the Series X is identical to the Xbox One, except it allows you to have an animated background. But it's not like there are themes to choose from. You get to choose the color that this single animation has as the background.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is the future.
Games do load very fast. What were 2-minute load times for Watch Dogs Legion on the Xbox One X were 10-second load times on the Series X. So that's nice. But ultimately, and the ray tracing is fairly pretty. The frame rates were a bit more consistent. There was not, any stuttering or anything like that. But for the most part, I could play the exact same games with a slightly diminished experience on the One X. So it didn't feel new. It just felt the same. It felt like upgrading a computer. It's all the same shit. Oh, I said computer, and so your computer. Whoops, I did it again.
Computer.
But yeah, it just didn't. I don't know. I struggled to be excited.
That's disappointing.
Things look nice though. It definitely looks pretty. I just hope that this isn't all that they. And obviously, launch is historically a bad time. You're not getting the best titles at launch. You're not really seeing the capability of the console with launch titles. But man, it just felt like more of the same. It didn't differentiate itself. When we're supposed to be stepping into a brand new generation, it didn't feel like it.
How about the PS5?
The PS5, on the other hand, I felt like a kid on Christmas because everything on the PS5, and Kalen came over for the PS5. Everything felt like a celebration of the new generation.
It was joyous.
Yeah, like it felt like they were welcoming you with warm, open arms into this new generation. The setup was super easy. Everything went super smoothly. It doesn't come preloaded with their little tech demo game, Astro's Playroom. It actually automatically starts downloading it when you start setting up the system. By the time setup was done, the game was installed. And it was fast. And my PS5 was not wired. It was wireless. And it was installing games drastically faster than my Series X was. So
That's good. PS4 has shitty download times.
Yeah. It
The
seems
word-
like they've really improved that somehow. Though, and I think part of it is that while on the Series X, they indicate the progress at which a game has downloaded enough where it's ready to play. Sony does the same thing in prioritizing early files and stuff that you'll need in order to get started. They just don't tell you how much progress it needs to get to that point, right? So it feels fast, but technically, when it says ready to play, it's just the beginning. So if you're downloading a game that you have a save file for or something like that, you can't dive right into it because it hasn't finished, downloading stuff to the point where your save may be from. But anyway, we fire up Astro's Playroom, which is basically a tech demo. It's supposed to show off the capabilities of the DualSense controller, stuff like that. And it was just a celebration. It was celebrating the history of PlayStation. It was a love letter to PlayStation fans. There are little like in every nook and cranny of this thing, there are references to big PlayStation favorites, like these little robots dressed up like Daddy Kratos and dressed up like Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, acting out like. Throughout all the levels, you'll find little robots that have little blue video cameras, and they're, recording other little robots doing things. And everywhere you see that they're doing a reference to another PlayStation game. So there's Resident Evil in there, there's Wipeout, and it's just these little bots.
First thing we saw was Cloud's Buster Sword, like first thing we ran into.
Dude, it was fucking awesome. And the controller. Good Lord, the controller is fucking mind-blowing. Adaptive triggers it's so cool. Feeling the pressure of drawing a bow, right? It gives you the resistance in the trigger and you feel that draw, and then you release it to shoot. And the way that mechanic works, there's a little plastic lever that kind of pushes up against the trigger, and it's connected to a corkscrew gear, and so it can engage that gear to put it and give it the right whatever appropriate amount of resistance that it needs at any given point in time. It's literally a gear pushing a piece of plastic to resist you, and you're pushing against this gear and motor. It's so cool. And then the haptics. Holy shit, dude. There's this level in Astro's Playroom where it starts raining. Well, first off, like I started fucking giggling with glee when I started running around as this little robot, because you feel the little tippy tappies of this little robot running around. You feel just the tiniest little and that feel changes depending on the terrain that you're on. So when you're in sand, you feel like you're in sand. Like you feel
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane how fine-tuned that is.
Here to be witchcraft.
And then there's this level where it starts raining, and the little umbrella comes out, and you feel the rain hitting the umbrella. And it's distinctly different than the tippy-tappy feel.
and it's distinctly different from like when you're walking and you get blasted in the face with sand, and it feels like grit is like bouncing between your hands, like it feels gritty, and then when you're in water, it feels fluid, and it's the way that they have these individual vibrations programmed it's witchcraft.
Yes. It really is. And but honestly, like the amount of times I was just gritting ear to ear because I just couldn't help myself. I was enjoying myself so much, and it was basically just a tech demo. Like this
We're
was
passing the controller back and forth, like, oh my god, you got to walk through the sand.
Yeah.
When you're in the sand, you got to walk into the wet sand. We're just like, it was really funny. It was cool.
Absolutely nuts. In that way, the PS5 feels like a new generation, whereas the Series X is just, hey, we threw some more hardware at you. Cool, great.
Here's a mini fridge.
Yeah.
Here's the monolith, and then you throw the controller up like the bone, and then
And the controller for the Series X hasn't changed like at all. They added a share button and they slightly changed the curvature of the triggers, but that's it.
we brought back the Duke again.
They actually did bring back the Duke. There is a I think a third party brought back the Duke and made it wireless. And for some ungodly reason, it's 2020 and Microsoft is still releasing controllers that take fucking AA's.
Ew.
Yeah.
They take batteries?
Yes.
Weird.
Yep.
It seems stupid.
They updated the USB. They updated it to USB-C on the controller, but it's AA's.
I will
Is the
say,
PlayStation USB-C as well?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
The micro USB. I'm happy to not have to use those ever again.
Yeah, micro USB is dead. Long live micro USB. Demon Souls is fucking gorgeous.
I've seen a lot of gameplay for it.
I mean,
even though I hate that type of game, I think I might have to pay it.
Intensely gorgeous, breathtaking, and loads super fast. Just super fast. Everything has loaded super fast. And even the PS4 games that I've played, I feel like, and I haven't finished doing all my captures. So like yesterday I sat down and I captured a bunch of games, like sample gameplay from a bunch of select games on my capture card, so I can do comparisons. But I haven't done any capture on the PS4 yet. I did capture on the PS5, Series X, and the One X. But I played Wipeout and Shadow of the Colossus and Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS5, and I swear they look just a little bit better than they did on the PS4, but I can't say that definitively until I actually capture some of the PS4 footage and compare. But like Wipeout, for example, that's like a 4 or 5 year old game, and it is stupid pretty. Just really goddamn pretty. So, but aside from that, Spider-Man Miles Morales is gorgeous and fun and well written.
I heard the haptics for that game were pretty great as far as like the swinging web and everything.
Not really. I feel like they haven't really implemented a lot of the adaptive triggers or haptics things to the extent that they should have, in my opinion. It is very subdued. But it's, it still feels fine. It's more, especially in those cases, about the gameplay, because goddamn, I mean, Spider-Man, it's such a masterpiece. And so Spider-Man Remastered is absolutely gorgeous as well, predictably. And what else did I get?
Bug Snacks.
Oh, yeah, Bug Snacks. Bug Snacks is better than it has any right being. Like... like most people watched the Bug Snacks trailer shit going like, what the fuck even is this? And then I started playing and I'm like, This is really, really weird, and I love it. Made by the people who did Octodad.
Deadliest.
All right.
So I think that's all of the games that I got. But yeah, PS5 feels way more like a generational leap. It's really incredibly impressive. But we'll see. If Series X does anything more to kind of draw a line between generations, or if they're sticking with that, PC upgrade approach, where it's like, okay, you can play all the same games with better lighting effects. Great.
I like ray tracing.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Ray tracing is pretty. It's just,
All you're giving us.
Do I want to pay $500 for ray tracing?
You just gotta wait till Bethesda starts releasing games, I guess,
Oh,
to get your money's worth.
Ugh.
Gonna get.
Yeah, to get your money's worth.
Yeah. See, at least Bethesda games on PC get fixed by the fans.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, they eventually added modding in for like the Xbox One, right? Like,
Did they?
you could, I know you could like mod Fallout 4 and shit like that. I'm assuming you could do it in Skyrim.
I remember that was a thing. I just
Approved
didn't
mods.
think that. Yeah, like I didn't think it was as open and free as the PC landscape.
I mean, certainly not. But I have a feeling like there were probably gameplay overhauls written by some people that made it in. Stuff like that. Stuff that actually makes Bethesda games good because they're not ever good on release.
Yep.
At least they will be free on the Xbox Game Pass.
It's true. Speaking of, EA Play has been added to Game Pass on Tuesday. So you get, I think there are 90 EA games from
FIFA 20, FIFA 19.
Yeah, pretty
FIFA
much.
21, NBA 20.
No, one of the games that I was happy to revisit was Dead Space. It's been a long time since I played Dead Space, and I love that game.
Good ass game.
It load fast.
Yeah, loaded super fast. And
fucking better.
Yeah, right. The quick resume thing that the Series X has been touting doesn't work all the time, or doesn't apply to new games, I guess. Because I couldn't get quick resume to work between Yakuza Like a Dragon and Forza Horizon, not Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, really? Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yeah. Forza Horizon Zero Dawn. Aloy out there hunting robots, and all of a sudden, meow!
Just runs her over.
It's her fighting a car.
She's on a racetrack.
The only way I can beat these monsters is if I race them.
And just crashes your car into a T-Rex.
Oh man. Forza Horizon does have a Lego world, which is pretty entertaining. As some of the DLC. So I've got a Lego Bugatti, I think.
Bugatti?
Yep.
Well, I have a Mega Bloks Ford Fiesta.
Honestly, the Mega Bloks Ford Fiesta, would probably look better than the Lego Bugatti.
Let's be honest, the Mega Bloks Ford Fiesta probably looks better than the actual Ford Fiesta.
The Playmobil Chevy Vega.
So yeah, it's a new generation, and we'll see if it feels more like it within the next 6 months.
Would you say that it's a whole new world?
No, I wouldn't. I would never say that. Because that's...
Do you have a new fantastic point of view?
Nope, I would not say that.
If you were here, I'd spill my hot coffee all over you.
You know, I would deserve it. I would actually welcome it. Because now I have that song stuck in my head.
You did that to yourself.
Yep.
Right.
You did. That's what really hurts.
I played myself.
So, so I've been so wrapped up in the new console generation that I don't really remember what's going on in the news otherwise. Aside from we still have a president who refuses to concede.
Literally throwing a temper tantrum.
Even though Georgia has been called for Biden.
Conceded.
Sing.
Arizona
And
officially called, Georgia officially called. He literally cannot mathematically come back.
yep, even with recounts, it's not going to happen. I think the only state that hasn't been called yet is Alaska, even though it can easily be called for Trump. And that's
Because
still...
they deliver their votes by moose, and then they actually have that moose also do the counting.
Yes.
They just take all of the pilots who live in Alaska and they have to create like a chain convoy where they land and then pass the votes off to another plane and then another plane and another plane.
It's like Balto, but more bureaucratic.
Oddly, same amount of dogs.
Something noteworthy is Jon Stewart is going to be making a new show, a weekly show.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yay!
Apple TV exclusive.
No.
Quibi exclusive.
Rip Quibi. Pour one out for Quibi. I had the same reaction until I realized that Apple TV is available on the PlayStation. So I just got an Apple TV account and started looking through their stuff. $5 a month.
Yeah, they finally put it on there. I've been checking that stuff out this week. Like,
have you watched Mythic Quest?
Huh?
Have you watched Mythic Quest?
Not yet. I've been watching the soccer one.
Oh, yeah, with Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, which is fucking hilarious, by the way. It's great. It makes you feel good too.
Okay.
It's because I'm obligated to watch Tom Hanks World War II epics.
It is on my list. There are a handful of things that caught my attention. There's that new Sofia Coppola one with Bill Murray and Rashida Jones. Thank you, and Marlon Wayans. Mythic Quest is created by Charlie Day and Rob McElhenney from Always Sunny.
Oh, yeah.
And
the one where
They're game developers, right?
Yeah, they're game developers. Rob McElhenney plays a narcissistic creative lead on the most popular MMO on the planet. And it's actually kind of hilarious. And they worked with Ubisoft in order to create it. And there are a lot of things that they got right on. And one of the stars of this show is Ashley Birch from Hey Ash, What You Playin'? Not only is she one of the stars of the show, she is one of the writers as well. And it's just crazy to see. You know, like I've been watching Hey Ash, What You Playin' since like 2008, and to watch her career take off, where she became this prolific voice actor, and now she's, you know, a writer and actor on a show with the Always Sunny, you know, people, is really interesting and like super cool. It's like watching the rise of fucking Donald Glover.
Ooh, speaking of Donald Glover.
Oh, yeah, Danny Pudi's in it, too, yeah. Danny Pudi plays a sociopathic head of marketing.
So
That's
Danny
fair.
Pudi is playing himself.
No,
Yeah.
he's way too smooth. Like
What?
he's very smooth. He's not playing, community Danny Pudi.
Oh, he's smooth featuring
Nope.
Rob
Nope.
Thomas of
No.
Match 20.
Nope. No. No.
Yeah, it's-
You knew where that was going.
Yes, I did.
well, you've got the kind of loving that could be so soon.
Stop laughing.
You are all why I drink.
Never.
Fucking make me.
Come on, bring it on, Kaylin.
You're only encouraging him.
Do not rob me of the few moments of joy that seize me.
So,
I think your laughter just scares him. We're not
Man, it's
it's a little weird.
yeah, Mythic
Why-
Quest is very good. Watch it. It's a shame that it's stuck on Apple TV, but with Apple TV not stuck on Apple devices, I guess it's okay. And it's only $5 a month. That's, that's fine.
I'm not paying. Fuck that.
Yes.
I am gonna watch the Long Way Up at some point.
Yeah.
With what's his nuts? Ewan McGregor.
Yes. His little reality show.
Obert Juan Canobert.
Yeah. Where he's trekking around the globe. I started watching C last night,
Oh
which
yeah, I heard it was
is
good.
the Jason Momoa drama series, or futuristic sci-fi fantasy drama series, where centuries before this series takes place, a pandemic hit the world, leaving only 2 million people alive, and the 2 million people who emerged lost their sense of sight. And so for the past few centuries, no one has been able to see.
So it's
No
just
one
a-
has been born with sight.
I've heard about this one. It's literally just a black screen, and then you only hear the. They try to
It's really a podcast.
Yeah, it's a podcast.
Podcast.
But then Jason Momoa's wife has 2 children because she was pregnant when they met. She was impregnated by a stranger who is being sought after for being a witch. And so she gives birth to twins, a boy and a girl, who have the ability to see.
The future.
Yeah. And
just regular C.
but like talking about that is like, since it's been so far gone in this culture, talking about that has been pretty much shunned in the culture. And it's heresy, basically, because it's God's will that no one can see.
Heresy. Heresy.
Don't laugh, Kaylin.
You have redeemed yourself in my eyes.
That in your eyes.
It's interesting. So in episode 2, we are introduced to the queen of this culture or whatever, and the way that they pray is by masturbating. So talking to God, talking to God is flicking the bean and speaking until you come.
That's a new
Religious man.
new way of describing.
My atheism
Hold on a second.
over.
I gotta go talk to God really quick.
Hold on, I need to go have a conversation with God.
Oh, dear Lord! Please watch over my loved ones!
Does someone have any holy? Does anyone have any holy sacrament that I can amen into?
I don't think you
This
want that.
tube sacrament
You might get
we keep under the bed. Next to the big Montana.
Hey, Big Montana's a person. Don't fucking leave her.
That's fucked up.
Tyler. It's like Jesse the Mind Ventura.
Did you just say Jesse the Mime Ventura?
The mind.
Oh, the mind. Okay.
I like the other one.
Yeah. I really want to imagine that was him in the ring.
Jesse the Mime Ventura.
Yeah. Someone fucking runs at him and he does the invisible wall thing. They just fall on the floor.
There needs to be a wrestler that does that. Like, this would be fantastic. I would watch wrestling.
What's funny
I mean, I'm
is
sure there is a small circuit wrestler who does that. I mean, you've got like the Dick Magic guy who does that shit too. So there's a bunch of weird ass wrestlers down there in the low tiers.
Yep.
I forgot his name. It's like Joey or something like that. Joey something. Famous dick wrestler Joey Ryan.
Hold on, let me Google
is
that.
Is it Vito's brother?
Famous
Is it Joey
wrestler.
Pepitone?
Hang on, I'm looking it up now.
Oh no!
But it's like in that Hulu Bite-Size Halloween thing where the mime kills the dude. Like, have a wrestler that does that.
That's great. That was fantastic. I watched all of those. Most of those were pretty good.
Yeah, they were really decent. I think my favorite one was just maintained. I think it was the first one. The first one was just so simple. The basketball court was so simple and such a cool take. So,
famous dick wrestler Joey Ryan.
Oh, hey, right on.
Well,
I'm happy to have my name attached to that. Famous dick wrestler.
The spiritual man.
So is it a guy who wrestles dicks or wrestles with his dick?
Wrestles with his dick.
Okay.
Yeah. Both physically and psychologically.
I like how Tyler is frozen in confusion, scratching his head.
I think he died.
Tyler, what is best in life?
Truly a Renaissance piece of art he
It
is.
really is so good.
I want that. I want that statue in my bathroom instead of the thinker.
You can clearly see the golden ratio represented here in following the curve of his arm from his forehead and around.
He hath created a perfect isosceles triangle.
Is but a man, and somehow a mathematical equation of boring. His internet died.
Oh yeah, the Instagram monster was another really good one on that Bite-Size Halloween. This is so ridiculous. If it gets over 100 likes,
Yeah, that one was kind of ridiculous. Oh shit. I should watch them again because now I can't remember.
Yeah.
Tyler is gone.
oh, so long, Tyler.
He was ejected from the game for violence. Strong language.
Well, now I can say, even though it isn't, welcome to the pre-show, everybody. Ah! It's not the pre-show. This is the show proper. We've been doing the show proper for the past 40 minutes.
This is the post pre-show.
This is the post pre-show.
Yes.
Welcome to the post pre-show, everyone. I'm Big Montana.
This is the pre-cum post show. The
post-nut clarity witching hour.
I don't know why I started getting these random emails from a soap company called Old Whippersnappers. I don't know how I got.
It's because you're old.
Yeah, right. They're like, we know you're turning 38 in less than a month. It's time for you to buy old man soap.
You need to start washing your balls, Ryan.
I have ball toner from Manscaped. Thank you.
Ball toner, ball toner, ball toner.
Tall boner, tall boner, tall boner.
Ball toner, tall boner. Arlington Senior's just $5.
So, we did recently learn that there's going to be a remake of Short Circuit.
Yeah.
Details are kind of scarce as of right now. I think hopefully they can do it without brown facing someone up for.
Yeah.
I would like to think that Fisher Stevens learned his lesson over time, and he's grown with the time, so he will not play other races again. But who knows? And related to that, at the end of Astro's Playroom, you get a PlayStation 5 artifact, and it actually says number 5 is alive. So that was kind of cute.
Hey man, no disassemble.
Looks like we lost Dan too.
One by one, the podcast crew falls.
No kidding, man. Internet is.
And then there were one.
What?
I didn't go anywhere.
Oh, really? You're still there?
I'm just sitting very still. I
No,
don't know.
you're fully locked up for us.
Oh, okay.
Although your disappointing gaze is
Yes.
pretty much par for the course.
It
Well,
really
I'm glad
is.
I've left my mark.
It's very Morticia Adams.
Yes,
And only half your face is illuminated. It's another piece of art.
it really is. The lighting on this is it truly is something spectacular, and
Yeah.
the
It's
mood.
Dan Paul Southern Gothic.
Oh, Dan's back.
Ah,
How dare you ruin it with your fucking face?
I like ruining stuff. It's par for the course.
So, something I did want to bring up is Snailmate is doing some limited vinyl releases, some limited personalized vinyl releases.
Mhm.
How does that work?
So if you want to sign up for it, you do. We have a list of songs that you can pick from. You pick a song. We record a personal version of that song for you individually, and then it is sent out, and they press it as a single vinyl that gets sent to you, and it's the only one in existence is that version of that song for you.
That's such a cool idea.
Yeah,
That's rad.
I hope it.
Where's that run?
I think it's
25.
25.
So what you're saying is that I could submit my name as John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, and you would.
I'll say whatever you want, baby, for that sweet cheddar.
Don't dare him. He is a rapper.
Yeah, so that we're trying to pay for some recording of some new songs, and we refuse to do like Kickstarters and stuff. We want people to get things, worth their money. So
People get things in Kickstarters.
I know, but I just feel weird asking for it.
What haven't you listened to?
I thought you said you'd do anything for that cheddar, Caleb.
I want to earn it.
Haven't you listened to what's her face from Dresden Dolls? To learn to not be afraid to ask for the support of your fans.
Yes, actually, Bentley had her book for a while.
I think it's
What's her name?
Yeah, I can't remember it for some reason either. Married or was married to Neil Gaiman. Yeah, can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
All I know is that she's a fairly insufferable person otherwise in general.
And
But
she apparently made that work for her.
yeah, she absolutely made that work for. Well, she started out as a street performer, and she was a street bride. Like one of those statue brides or whatever in New Orleans, I think.
Common street trash.
Amanda Palmer.
I don't have that thing in me where I can just be like, hey man, like, we'll give you some money. Like I can't. I'm not good at like asking for things like I want to, exchange.
This is why you need a marketing arm for Snailmate.
I agree. 100%.
Snail made action figures.
That'd be sick.
That would
so
be
that should be
awesome.
exciting. I assume everyone's just going to request the fucking waiter, the song we retired, but
Yeah,
whatever.
that's actually why I was going to request the waiter. No, seriously
If
though,
that's going to
I'll
be the case, I'm going to do like troll versions of the waiter. Like, I'm gonna, like, do it on like a grand piano and like make it all sultry or something. Yeah.
fart sounds.
Yeah. It's just going to be all kazoo, and then I'm going to pitch it up to chipmunk speed. So
Yeah.
you wanted this.
No, I will probably do Laziest Man in the World, I think.
Oh, well, that would
'Cause
be the
you-
easiest one for me to do. So
You
Thank you.
Spit hot bars in that.
You spit hot bars in that.
Is that
one, my friend.
is that the thing that the kids say? Is that the
your flow is fire on that track.
it is.
About the book.
Your flow on that track in particular is really nasty fire.
You know, Caleb, you are somewhat of a lyrical genius in the rap game.
Kalen spits hot ravioli.
I mean, we all do. You know, when you
When
eat
it's
ravioli,
hot,
when
you
it's
gotta
hot, you
spit
gotta spit. It's, you know, I'm not one of these.
Sound like you're weak.
I'm not one of these motherfuckers. I'm a fucking get it out of the mouth.
Or counterpoint, don't be an idiot and just check the temperature of your food before you put it in your mouth.
I don't keep a food thermometer on me.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah, it's you have other senses, you fool.
Oh, so I should go. Ow! Nope, too hot to eat.
You can literally hold your hand like right above it. You'll know if it's too hot to eat. It's that easy.
You need a tricorder from Star Trek to measure the temperature of it, as well as if it contains any toxins.
I have never had a better excuse to buy a FLIR camera. You know, one of the heat cameras.
Oh, I didn't know that's what they were called.
Yeah.
That could be you can start taking Instagram pictures of your food, but with the heat camera. Be like, oh, too hot.
Hashtag no filter.
Picture taken shortly before I burned my tongue.
This salad is very cold.
The hot tub is too hot.
Hey, how did you check the temperature of the hot tub before you got that? I stuck my tongue in it. I couldn't figure out how else to do it. I checked the temperature of everything. I like it.
My tongue is highly calibrated to filter heat.
This is the temperature center right here. This right here is the temperature center.
It's extremely precise.
Oh God, what have we become?
But also, this Friday, we're also coming out with a new song called Hot Sauce for Blood. And that's going to be really exciting. I showed you the lyric video for
Which
it. Brian.
is very good.
So that's exciting.
What?
And also right now, God, there's a lot going on. You can find an unreleased Snail Made song on Hipster Bait, the app that is like Pokemon Go, except for independent music.
Except
you
for
walk
hipsters.
around, you find a digital cassette tape, you capture it, and you can listen to songs that are only available through that app. Hipster Bait.
I am no hipster.
You shall not trap me.
And you remember when Instagram was only for hipsters?
No.
Spoken like a hipster.
If it was only for hipsters, I didn't know what it was at the time.
Yeah, no, the old joke used to be, how much does a hipster weigh in Instagram? Yep.
I've had one for like 8 years, and I literally never even opened the app.
Yeah, neither do I. The
I
only
wait for
reason
someone
I've...
to like send me a shit post in a private message, and I open it and go, Close it.
The only reason I ended up using it at all when I did use it was my friend Adriana would pressure me into using it. She would, or bully me, basically. You don't post. Fine, I'll fucking post. So I started just posting pictures from concerts that I was at. And that's it. Now I just use it for the Blue Bassist. So when I have a new video coming out on the Blue Bassist YouTube channel, I post it up on Instagram. And considering how infrequently I do that, I am never posting on Instagram. Yes.
I post in the interests of my own vanity.
I have no social media presence. I don't exist. You can find my name, but there's really nothing associated with it.
This is the only time anyone sees you.
Yep. And this isn't really social media.
Yeah, we're not into being social.
Yeah, we're not interested in any of that. We're not interested in talking to people. We're interested in talking to each other. Oh yeah, another thing that happened this week is Google got so desperate that they gave Google Stadia out for free to existing YouTube Premium subscribers. So a $100 you get a Chromecast Ultra and you get the Stadia controller. So $100 value for free for YouTube Premium subscribers. So I have a second Stadia controller on the way that I didn't pay for, so that's kind of nice.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
And this just in, thanks to Jasmine dropping this in chat, HBO Max head says they're working on ideas to save the Venture Brothers.
Oh, rad. Hell yeah.
That would be the coolest thing ever.
And I kind of expected that if it was going anywhere, it was going to go to HBO Max.
Oh, speaking of, do you know when that Adventure Time, the next installment of Adventure
Next
Time
Friday
is coming
or
out?
Thursday. Or wait,
Thursday?
is that right? No, it's the 19th.
Friday.
It's the 19th. So what's the 19th?
Thursday.
Yeah, that's Thursday. Yep.
Well, I'm excited to watch that.
Yes.
Me too.
And Ashley
I'm on
Birch is
the-
a voice in that.
I've been spacing out my viewing of things. Like I'm on, we're on the third season of Infinity Train now, and I absolutely love it. And then we're rewatching Adventure Time now and finishing off Steven Universe. It's a very busy time to watch cartoons.
Yeah, I super need to dive back into Infinity Train. I really, really enjoy that series.
That first season was fantastic, and I was prepared for the second one to be kind of whatever, but pretty good.
Yeah, I watched through half of season 2, I think. But yeah, I definitely need to revisit it. It's so good.
It gets better. Brutal.
What else happened this week?
So Stadia is giving it, if you're a YouTube Plus subscriber, you get free controller and access, right?
Yep.
And then all your friends and family on
Oh,
your
that's
Google
right.
plan also get Stadia. So now I can access Stadia. And I started playing Doom Eternal on my little phone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I looked up how much data it uses on average. And I stopped playing because we always hit the cap here at my house. So I was like, oh,
so it's
never going to play this.
Yeah, because of the data caps. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Right? But
You
it's
can
still cool.
play it on your cellular connection.
Which has an even smaller data cap.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any unlimited plans. going on. So I'm a budget boy.
Yeah. It's I always, because like, never mind streaming shit, I always go over data caps. So by default, I buy unlimited plans no matter what, and have for like 10 years.
Because it says this for like Google Stadia, to stream it for an hour at 1080p is like 9 gigabytes an hour.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
I think I have like a 1 terabyte a month cap, and I'm sharing it, with 2 other dudes, so it goes fast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a shame.
But it's cool, and I was glad you alerted me to it. It ran really well, surprisingly.
Yeah, I still have to fucking put together a video comparing all the streaming stuff. Gotta spend more time with fucking Amazon's Luna.
Oh, I thought that was a Pro controller. It's identical.
Another thing that I need to do a video on that I've been meaning to for a bit, but at least now I've had some time with it, is the Razer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The amazing, magical folding phone.
You should do a video on a Razer and shave your fucking face.
No. Why would I get rid of this? What's wrong with you?
Get some jeweled case little plates, to put in the top.
Jeweled
Kiosk
plates
in the mall, yeah.
Oh God. I'm gonna bedazzle my phone.
Look, it's bedazzled Dallas Cowboys. Just juicy baby on one side.
If you don't like me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
It's wine o'clock somewhere.
Oh God.
Or just, one of those 90s like Tweety Bird fucking like attitude.
Oh Christ. Or the Tasmanian Devil. Bedazzled Tasmanian
like a
Devil.
Baseball shirt and a backwards hat.
Oh, Freakazoid.
Oakland Raiders at the bottom for some reason.
Freakazoid is coming back, except not in his own show. Freakazoid is going to be a guest, I guess.
Animaniacs?
No, in Teen Titans Go.
Okay.
Whoa, that's cool as fuck.
So that'll be interesting. And we are, you've got Thursday, Adventure Time Distant Lands to watch. But Friday, you've got Animaniacs on Hulu to watch. Also, Tiny Toon Adventures is coming back.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Saturday mornings are back again.
Yes. They are just not restricted to Saturday mornings. All we need now is Tales from the Crypt Keeper and,
it's Saturday morning somewhere.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, no, that's not quite how that works. I don't know. It might be Saturday morning on Mars.
Saturday morning is a state of mind, bro.
It's always Saturday morning on Saturn.
Saturn day morning.
Come on! You don't like that intellectual wit? You fool!
No.
Every day is.
Get me. I'm sorry, bro.
Every day is Saturday.
Every day is Saturday. Sad boyder day.
Yeah.
Yup.
These sunglasses hide my tears, constantly flowing.
I think that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else that went down this past week. I've been so fucking, drowning in games and was on vacation. Well, on vacation this past week.
He was on a staycation.
Yeah, oh God, I fucking hate that term so goddamn much. It's such a
playcation.
I was on a playcation. Thank you, Kalen. Thank you for saving that.
Worse.
I almost said gaycation, but
it was also kind of a gaycation.
I was there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Thank you.
Oh my god, yeah, touch this controller. It's vibrating so good right now.
Hey, let's put our hands on it at the same time.
Hold on, not like that. Let me ghost you. So yeah, and, I say vacation with quotes, not just because I didn't go anywhere, but also because I was still working. Because no one else knows how to deploy code, so I had to do our Tuesday and Thursday deploys, and we're also working on a new project, and my boss wanted to test certain elements of it, and I'm sure he wouldn't have cared if I just was like, look, whatever, it's in the state that it's in right now until I get back, but I can't do that. So he was like, he had sent me an email that I'm sure he expected me to address tomorrow, and I can't. I was like, okay, I'll fix this real quick.
'Tis the price you pay for your extravagant wealth, Ryan.
I am never not working. Literally everything is a job.
Yeah, it do be like that.
Even when the grid's open, I'm at the grid for work. Even when I'm out there enjoying myself, watching a show, I am working. When I'm playing games, I am mostly playing games because I haven't been capturing anything lately. But yeah,
do what you love, but it won't seem like you're working a day in your life.
Live to work, don't work to live, Ryan. Or is that the way around?
Hardly working, brother.
Yeah, but it's a dry heat.
Those people are the worst. We've killed them. We've killed the men.
Is that how we're ending the podcast?
Yeah, let me tell you something, brother. You load the podcast with the rocket fuel, and you start the mega powers, and you hit that subscribe button. Ooh, I'm not gonna rip my shirt because it's the only one I have right now. Subscribe.